Number one mistake of self love is thinking that it's going to be easy. It's not. As I said, it can be challenging because self love is you making a vow to you, not the vow you've made to everyone else. You have to make a different agreement. And this time, this agreement is with you. So it means that you are going to show up for you. It means that you are going to stand up for you. It means that you are going to have boundaries. It means that sometimes people are going to be upset with you. And that's one of the mistakes that people really don't think about is that self-love comes with some decisions, and those decisions don't always feel good to people that you love, and they don't always feel good to you. Self-love, it's so exhilarating, but it wasn't always like that. While I'm taking walks on the beach, long hikes, getting back in contact with nature, I'm meditating, I'm splurging a little bit, all in the name of self love. But what I didn't know is that I, like many other people, had some misconceptions about self love. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, my name is Tawana T. I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for 26 years. I am an author of a workbook journal called Paint Yourself Beautiful, and I am a self love coach. I prefer guide because I just help guide people to themselves. I'm going to talk to you about 5 mistakes people make when it comes to self love and how you can avoid them. A second common mistake that people make when it comes to self love is thinking that everything's going to always be perfect. Lies, the lies. No, self love doesn't mean that you won't have problems. It doesn't mean that things will always go as planned. However, you do bounce back quicker when you are able to have compassion for yourself, to step back, take the good things from what have happened, take the things that you would do different, and decide to do them different if it arises. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be sad. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be angry. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be frustrated, because this journey can be frustrating. You will make mistakes because guess what? Just like I said, you've been you a long time. You're going to slip back into old habits. You're going to vacillate between, back and forth between doing what's best for you. And sometimes you're going to slip up and do something that's best for someone else, and you're going to get the short end of the stick. When that happens, if that happens, when it happens, because it's just going to happen, you forgive yourself. You have compassion for yourself. You speak kind words to yourself, and you move past it and decide and determine that I'll do it different next time. Another misconception about self love is embracing the worst aspects of yourself, all in the name of beautiful imperfections. Currently, self love is regarded as this unquestionable holistic acceptance to your personal appearance, your personality, your values. No questions asked. This is me. Love me the way I am. And that doesn't leave much room to work on the imperfections or the things that we just need to improve upon. Self love includes you, one, accepting those things about yourself that you absolutely cannot change. Embrace them, it's a part of who you are. Self love is also working on the things about yourself that you can improve upon. Remember, self love is about loving the aspects of you, even if you need to work on them. But just saying, it's me, I'm not going to work on anything, accept it, well, that's your problem, has nothing to do with me, that's unrealistic. Self love includes change. Do you accept those things about yourself that you cannot change? Absolutely. But the things that you can improve upon, you improve upon. Identify those negative aspects about yourself that you would like to improve upon and make a list of steps that you can take or different things that you can do to move closer to the version of yourself that you would like to be. Another misconception about self love is that it's selfish, and that could not be further from the truth. Self love is actually one of the most selfless acts you can perform, and it's one of the most radical things you can do as well. So expect some pushback. In our busy lives and in the many roles that we play, sometimes our needs get pushed on the back burner and we take care of everyone else before we even take care of ourselves. And when you begin to embrace self love, you adopt habits, you adopt thinking, you adopt a way of life that you check in with yourself first. And not in some egocentrical, selfish, uncaring, self centered type of way, but it's just putting your needs first so that you are able to serve from a full cup of love and abundance versus showing up in need and lack and needing and wanting. So self love is actually making sure that I show up as the best version of myself. And that is not selfish. Another misconception about self love is that it's all about appearance and it's narcissistic and it's vain. And while self love does include making sure you take care of yourself, and don't get me wrong, because people who love themselves do take care of their physical appearance, but the reason behind it is different. When you are taking care of yourself because it's what's good for you, you're eating nutritious meals because it's what's good for you. If you're going to the gym, you're doing it to stay healthy and mobile and fit. And you go and you get nice clothes and you get your hair done and your nails done. People who love themselves do it because they love it and they've accepted it for themselves. People who tend to are insecure do it because they need approval and validation from other people. So depending on your motives for taking care of yourself will determine if you're slipping into the misconceptions about self-love. Self-love, while it is a personal journey, we have to make sure that we don't fall trap to the misconceptions out there and think that we are properly loving ourselves. Just ensure that the things that you decide to do to honor yourself are for your own mental, physical, social, psychological, and financial well being. Remember, it's our responsibility to love ourselves. So I hope that you learned something on this video. If you had a misconception about self-love, drop a comment below. And if this was just a video that you needed to hear, drop me a heart below. If you'd like to get in contact with me, my links are in the bio. And if you'd like to purchase my book, the link is there as well. And remember, self-love is the best love. Love yourself from the inside. Bye for now.